Today, you're going to be learning this combo. What is going on, guys? My name is Mad Dog Games, your fighting game sensei. Today I have a quick bread and butter combo guide with Omni-Man. Before we start, I have to mention a couple of things. Just know this is a small piece from the complete guides I offer. We're only going to be covering round 1 and the beginning parts of round 2. The rest of round 2 and round 3 where we go over common mistakes, alternative combos, combo strategies, cameo synergies, and pros and cons. Things that you saw when I covered Mortal Kombat 11. Anyways, if you're looking for other combo guides for your character, the link of that playlist will be in the description as well in the pinned comments. This is the 14th episode of the series. Let me know who you're excited to see next, and like the video if this was helpful. With that being said, let us start with the video. Let us go over some of the basic things you need to know about this combo and the requirement it needs. This combo starts as a mid, meaning it could be used anytime during the fight. It deals 35% damage, uses 1 bar, and it requires no cameo. The execution level of this combo is easy. There are more ways to get damage in for this combo by adding cameos and such, but because it's a B&B, we're only going to be focusing on easier execution. With that being said, let us begin with the video. For part 1, you want to start this combo off with Contemptuous Backhand, which is pressing back 1-1. For part 2, now you want to add uh-oh, which is forward 4-1. For part 3, now you want to add Viltrumite stance into Thrag Through the Mud, which is down back 3 and 1. For part 4, now you want to add Discipline into Air Fly Towards, which is jump forward 2-1-2, and then forward triggers or bumpers. Now this triggers or bumpers depends where you have your flip stance button. By default it should be on the triggers, I believe, but I moved mine around so it's different. For part 5, now you want to add Discipline into Air Fly Towards again, which is pressing 2-1-2 into forward triggers or bumpers. Now because you're already in the air, you don't have to jump again for Discipline. For part 6, you want to add Boot Stain, which is pressing 1-2 and then 1+3. Round 2, bonus tips and tricks. In this section, we're going to go over things that can help you make this combo easier to do. Common mistake. For someone that is picking up Omni-Man for the first time, a common mistake I can see that can happen is not being able to land uh-oh right after Contemptuous Backhand. The reason for that is not understanding the timing on when you're able to press forward 4-1. The best way I was able to find out the timing for this window is by using my opponent's body language. In this case, his altitude on how high he was in the air. You can see here the best time to input forward 4-1 is when your opponent is right above or right on your character's head level. The great thing about this combo is that this timing window is very forgiving and can be done a little later, which is around his neck or chest level. You want to make sure he's not done afterwards, otherwise you will drop the combo. Something I also want to point out is that this also works if you do it very quickly. the hitbox is pretty big for it to work and will still connect. However, you'll find it will look kinda off and sometimes be inconsistent. So make sure you practice on what we discussed. Another common mistake beginner makes is not getting disciplined to connect right after a thwack through the mud. This is another part I had difficult doing because you have to be quick with your fingers for it to connect. One way I managed to connect this combo consistently is holding jump forward during the previous attack animation. You can see here that I managed to hold it, and once the game lets me, it then allows me to jump at the earliest time possible. From there, you have to take baby steps because it can be overwhelming to press all those buttons consistently. It is easier to build muscle memories first and go step by step. That way your fingers will know what to do without you having to think about it. For example, I focus discipline into fly towards about 5 to 10 times before moving to the next attack. Eventually you'll notice that this sequence is a little bit forgiving because you can still do this combo even if you and your opponent drop the altitude even just by a little. If you're still having a hard time with this combo, here's a closer look at my visual controller to better identify its timing. Pause the video if you need to and take it by baby steps. Eventually, I know you'll get the hang of it. And there you guys go, you have now mastered your first Omni-Man combo. If this video was helpful in any way, please give this video a like to support the channel. Subscribe and share to help more beginners out. Once we do a full guide for this, I will go over more detail with strategies and more advanced options. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you know when my videos go live. My name is Mk1 Games and I'll see you guys next time.